Do unwinnable games exist? When you get AFK teammates who take troll items and grief the game. People who don't know how to play, or even worse, are trolling on purpose? We all have unwinnable games, and even the best of us can't do anything about a game that has been handed to us by the gods of matchmaking. Today, I'm going to dive into the topic that every game is winnable, and leave you with some food for thought about how to approach your next Unite games. Before we jump into the topic, right away, a key thing to understand is win rate, and what does win rate mean in the context of this conversation. So, just to put it simply, win rate is the percentage of matches you win over the matches you lose. You can have a 60% win rate if you win 6 out of 10 matches, something like that, right? So now that we have a basic understanding, the win rate is going to affect this game's idea of how good you are as a player. And that's going to skew a lot of factors. So if you can imagine, let's just say someone we're seeing on the screen right now, this player might have a win rate of 40%, and I have a win rate of 60%. So the game might find it fair to match us together if the enemy team is closer to the median of both our win rates, would be like something like 50%. So they could have 5 players with 50%, and we could have 2 60%ers, 2 40%ers, and 1 50%ers, and the game could find that an even balance. Now, there's many ways this ends up hurting the matchmaking, but just for right now, let's just look at the consideration of win rate. The game believes that if we are really that good, we'll keep winning, and hence it will match us with people that are less likely to win. Because if we can carry these people, we will get to a higher rank, where the people we're gonna get matched with are more than likely to be better. Everyone will end up being on this better plane, and then that's how they knock down people with higher win rates, to make it more in line, to really find out your true skill level. So now that we know win rate is sort of this like benchmark idea of like where you stand as a player, we need to look at this idea of how to win every game. Is it winnable? Like, can we win any game? Like, is that a big thing? And we need to dispel this myth. It's just not possible. If you go into every game thinking it's winnable, this is a right and good mindset to have about how to play Pokemon Unite. What isn't a right and good mindset to have when you play Pokemon Unite is that I should win every game. Don't think I should win every game. You should think this game can be winnable. Maybe I can make a chance and an opportunity to win, but it isn't a guarantee idea, even if I play well. So now that we understand that, okay, probably we can't win every game, it's time to break down exactly what the matchmaking says about that. So matchmaking can't guarantee you're going to have perfectly balanced games. We just explained that with the 60 and 40% analogy. So if you exist to be good, I guess this is something I like to think about. If you exist to be good, there must be someone who's worse than you. If you're good at the game, if you feel you're good at anything, there's likely someone else on this planet that is worse than you. And I know that that's a sad reality to look at it like that, but that means that they very well can be in this game. This isn't a school where you only have 60 students in a class, and these students, they're all ranking between each other, and you can actually be ranked at the bottom. More than likely in the world, unless you're very, very bad at something, you're going to not be the world's worst at something. There will be someone who is worse than you. And that means that when you play this game, there's likely to be people that are worse than you in the game. Like, this is the way I approach every game. Someone on my team is going to be worse than me. I have to assume that there's going to be mistakes made. And now that we have this base understanding, the priority is to create games which people can play, not perfectly matched games every single time. If you try to match teams perfectly every single game, it's going to take hours and hours to find everyone with the exact same win rate. Where that's not actually happening here. They just want to get you into the game. And sometimes that means that the 60-60, 40-40-50 that they put you in is not very balanced at all, because their 50% win rate guy has like a different storyline. These are all things to consider. So what I'm trying to say from this point is, don't be so affected by the losses. They're inevitable. You know, we're all gonna lose. Look at this game. We're getting run through the roof. They have Mewtwo, we have an AFK Inteleon. Our items on our players are all wrong. It's a disaster. Only some losses are avoidable. In a MOBA, we are likely to have more chances to win than lose, but we're still going to have those chances to lose. And I want you guys to remember that. That's a very key part of all of this. There are going to be games where you were the reason your team lost. But there are also going to be games where you could do nothing about the team losing. And when you take that approach, you're going to find yourself being more accepting of a loss and being more willing to go and say, hey, look, this is what I need to do to win. So now that we know, okay, well, the losses, they're going to happen. You know, sometimes avoidable, sometimes not. Sometimes we just lose. While every game is not winnable, you can always take the right steps to make the game winnable. That's what you can do. So make sure you try to win, try to create chances for your teammates, try to create the illusion of victory, even if it's just to yourself. As you can see this game, I'm struggling very hard to make something happen for our team. We do have an AFK Inteleon. Our Venusaur is running the wrong items, has leftovers. This is a very hard game. And they have Mewtwo that is trying. Admittedly, not the greatest, but he is still trying. Now, you can see my team is putting up the surrender vote. This is something that is inevitable to me, and that's why I vote no. However, it's something that gets, going to the team. You get 2 kills here, we actually start making things happen. But once again, as I said, if you lose and your teammates were the issue, don't get disheartened. Like, we're gonna lose this game. This one is done. Guys, I managed to somehow get the Mewtwo. We're gonna get the Aegislash. This is 4 teammates I've defeated. Look at our Inteleon. He's running onto the base pad. The Venusaur is farming 1 Odino while the top Rotom is up. This is a kind of game where we're gonna lose. And look, that's okay. If we lose, that's fine by me. You need to take it on the chin. You need to laugh. You need to enjoy yourself. Make sure you remember, okay, not every game will be like this. We will get some games like this. We will have some hard times, but we can overcome these. We can be better than that. And that's about you, a battle between you and yourself, not you and your teammate. So once you really understand this topic, you understand, yeah, okay, look, I'm gonna go and make the chances to win. I'm gonna do my very best to defeat this Pikachu. I'm gonna try, and then all of a sudden, boom. I guess this is the thing that hurts me the most about this topic, but you're just gonna have some games where this just happens, and it just gets surrendered. I don't even get the chance to sway the game, even if it was a 4v5, even if the game was terrible. I don't even get a chance to have my final say. So, remember guys, the key point of this video is to leave you with feeling, yes, not every game is winnable. 0-0 teammates, AFKs, 6k damage Inteleon, I can't do anything. However, always try to make the chance to help your victory, to help your team. I hope you enjoyed my dive into this topic and enjoyed this amazing game, because I have this is highlights. You can't win every game. I'm streaming on Twitch pretty much every day this month, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there and on my next YouTube video. Peace, Suluwu.